I don't wear hats, but it's cold out here and I can't find my winter hat. So, don't get bit. War Walking Dead. But, quick little video. Just a quick question. I'll be going back and forth with my friend Jason on Facebook. And a few weeks ago, he brought up this question. He asked me, how do you know the cops is racist? How do you know it's being racism? And at first that sounds silly, right? You're like, well, clearly he's just messing with this black person, but I didn't want to give that stupid answer. I didn't want to just be like, well, clearly he's making this black person feel like shit. Like, a lot of times when you see these videos and things, it's really subjective and circumstantial, and we don't get the full story a lot of times. And so if it's a situation where he's not calling them slurs, or maybe this dude is in the wrong, but he's giving them an extra hard time. Like, when you can tell you're being messed with, how can you with a formula, like mathematically, how can you tell someone's racist? Like, on a video, 1 + 1 = 2, but how can you, without a doubt, really say someone's racist? And I mean, this is my point, is that you can't, it's hard, you really can't, there's not really a system where, you can, without a doubt, call somebody racist. There's a lot of things, subliminally, that we do. There's a lot of stereotypes we follow without realizing it. And all these things kind of equal up to how we interact with people, Maybe you're more afraid just because you watch the news a lot and you watch a lot of Fox News. Maybe you walk past a black person, you're afraid. Maybe you watch a lot of CNN and now you're afraid of Barack Obama or whatever. I don't know, man. I'm just pulling this out. I don't watch that crap. I'm just saying, man. So, and my point is, it's more of a feeling. That's what I'm going to say, man. I don't have a exact answer. I don't think there's any way you can really be like, that guy is racist. That person is, without a doubt. I know because this. Obviously, if someone calls you an N-bomb, they probably are. Or maybe they're just mad and they're trying to hurt your feelings. But more than likely, they probably are. So, I'm not talking about those situations. I'm talking about situations where you're just being messed with and you're clearly, being singled out. And they're not going to come out and say it, but they're messing with you. You can tell it's because of how you look or dress or something. And it's a feeling, man. When somebody's messing with you for, doing something bad to you. I heard a quote that said, people won't always remember what you said or what you did to them, but people will always remember how you made them feel. Always. That's why I try to be nice as I can to everybody at all times. You never know who's going through what at what moment. The more you understand that, the easier it is to deal with any person. I'd be having debates and all sorts of stuff with friends that you would if I just met them on Facebook, I probably would have never been friends with them outside of that. But it's we can argue and discuss while having a mutual respect for each other and understanding that we're not here to hurt each other's feelings. We're just here to express our ideas. But I kind of rumbled off. My point is, it's a feeling. So it's not really a fair question to be to ask a black or a Mexican or anyone, how do you know he's racist? And I'm just putting that accent, and Jason didn't talk to me like that, but there are people that are like, how do you know? How do you know? Can you prove he's racist? Can you prove it? Can you prove it? You can't prove it. He can't prove it. That's stupid. Shut up. That's ridiculous. Let me tell you, man, you know a lot of times. So a lot of people can be ignorant and assume things, but it's a good feeling, man. It's a bad feeling, but it's a good, strong feeling. When someone's really singling you out because of how you look or what you dress like. And I guess that's where I'm going to come to, man, is that there's no formula. It's really a feeling. So when you make somebody feel like a piece of shit and they really weren't breaking the law, or you beat somebody up and they were just crossing the street or selling CDs or something, even though it's illegal, but it's kind of extreme to beat somebody up for those types of things. So as a human being, you can feel when you're wronged. These people are feeling wrong, people are feeling bad. something's happening, and it's happening a lot. So that should say something. It's not just like a couple people are like, this guy did something, or these, like, nah, it's happening as a whole, is everywhere. And media is really good at just keeping quiet, and eventually it dies down. But don't, just always, all you gotta do is just stick up for the right thing at the right time. Sometimes it's hard to know what the right thing is, but just try to do your best to stick up for it. Be somebody's big brother when they don't got them there, big sister when they don't got somebody there. A lot of people are getting picked on. Help them out when they're getting picked on. Say something. Otherwise, it's just going to keep happening. Even the police are doing something wrong, say something, record something. It's going to keep happening. Donald Trump is president. If you don't like that, you get more involved. It's going to keep happening. So, and I don't really care. I'm not all upset like people are with Donald Trump as president. That's what happened. You don't want to vote, that's what's going to happen. So, now you have no choice but to rally behind your president. So just get behind. It's up to the people to make that man work anyway. And if anything, my biggest hope with this dude is that he has united people at least against him, so they can make him do something. Because people took a chance with this dude because he's not a politician. So hopefully at least people are upset or united or whatever, brought together, however it is, enough to really keep an eye on this dude. He's kind of like your big brother that you let watch your little brother, but you didn't really leave the house. You're just like downstairs tinkering and stuff. Like, you're still gonna keep an eye on him. You have to keep an eye on him, because if you don't, he might beat your little brother up. But at the same time, he ain't gonna let nobody else beat your little brother up. That might be a bad analogy. A lot of people get mad at that, but I'm just saying, man, it's up to the people to make sure big bro don't beat up little bro. So, yeah, this is my video today. Pieces.